of stature than those that were before you.
Yeah, we are less of stature than those that were before us, man. Okay, they show you those skeletons that they dig up. People call them the Anunnaki or Nephilim. Those are really like Adam and Eve's time, man. Huge skeletons, bro, like 20 feet tall, 30 feet tall skeletons. Those are from way back then, man. Who knows how tall we're gonna be? Only the Lord knows, man.
You dig up like a 20-foot tall skeleton. Back in those times before the flood, that dude was probably short. You know what I mean? It's like an average guy and shit.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. He could have been one of the little bit. That could have been a little 12-year-old child. You know, you don't know.
It says, and so are they that come after you less than you, as the creatures which now begin to be old and have passed over the strength of youth. Then said I, Lord, I beseech thee, if I have found favor in thy sight, show thy servant by whom thou visitest thy creature. So that was the point.
You go back to 40.
So this Isaiah 40 and 31 again. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not be faint.
Yeah. So now, okay, those that wait upon the Lord and that are chosen of the Lord to receive the spiritual power, they're going to be able to fly. It says you shall mount up with wings as eagles, and you shall run and not be weary. You're going to be able to run miles, man. You're going to be able to run like the Flash. Circle the whole state in like an hour, okay? Run from California to New York in like, man, who knows, 6 hours, 7 hours. And do that and not be tired, man, like the Flash. When you see the Flash run, he don't get tired, okay? It says, and they shall walk and not faint. Because when we see out here, man, it's gonna be a lot of chaos, man. People are gonna be walking past all this chaos and they're gonna faint and die, man. Nowadays, certain people walk outside their house and die, man. And they say he was in tip-top shape. He went to the gym every day. He just breathed in the air and collapsed, man, and died. And they'll say he died of natural causes. That is not natural, somebody walking and dying. That's not natural, okay?
Yeah, that's why you had that period of time when you see it on the news, all them birds were just dropping out of the sky.
Yeah, or like you're watching like the whole flock of like lambs who get hit with the plague, or like deer get hit with the plague and die off like 20,000, 30,000. Or when the swine flu and all these crazy ass flus were hitting these pigs. But you shouldn't be eating no damn pig anyway. Okay? That should have been a sign to you niggas. And even when I was taking the bus the other day, I passed by, there was this house, and it had a sign on it, and it said, eating meat causes cancer. Stop eating animals, which is true. Because they put all kinds of chemicals in the meat we eat. They dye it, they put all kinds of nasty shit in the meat. Alright? Meat isn't supposed to be all bloody red like that all the damn time. They put that shit on it, the chemicals. So the meat could be out there in the freezer for like, or on the refrigerators at the store for like a week and still look like it was brand new from yesterday.
You know what it is too? They also, the color red makes you hungry. So they put that chemical in there to make it that bright red color so it makes you want to buy it. Which, that goes back to witchcraft. You want that Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
So the Lord said again, to wait upon me until the day that he rises up to the prey. You're not going to see no brothers in the correct spirit come into camp with guns, or set up a whole congregation of people that want to kill Edomites, man. Alright? Although the scriptures do say it is a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. We're not in that time yet, man. We're in the time of pushing this word. We're in the time of ushering in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai in the kingdom. We're in the time of waking up the elect. Because yeah, there's going to be a time where we are going to get our hands on Esau. But that's not the time that we're in. Okay? Esau is still strong right now, man. Okay? Esau is still ruling right now. Right? But it says to wait upon the Lord till he rise up against the prey. The Lord is going to get the first strike on Esau, man. And how is he going to do that? Miraculous ways, man. He's going to send Esau against Esau, man. This World War III, that's what it's going to go into.
Zephaniah.
Just continue to lift up. In my determination.
Okay. It says, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even on my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Yeah, so the Lord putting Esau in check right now, man. The Lord gathering these nations, all right, to put Esau in straits, man, which is a path of difficulty, man. We ain't got to do nothing but push the word, okay? And the Lord is setting up all these nations to strike Esau, man. Okay, his determination, he is determined to gather all these nations, man, to assemble all these kingdoms for war. So that way he could pour out the weapons of his indignation upon them. Okay, which is those missiles, man. So you brothers, okay, and I'm not talking to you brothers, but anybody out there watching these videos, okay, the message is to do the work, to have faith in the Lord. Okay? Our message isn't to go prepare yourself for war against Esau. Because the only preparations you can do is this. This is the only thing you can do to fight Esau. Okay? Esau's a carnal being. Which we read, the word is sharper than any two-edged sword. Alright? It cuts through the flesh, man. This is our weapon. Okay? You ain't gonna see a camp full of brothers with AR-15s, M16s. Okay? These other camps that are doing that, the Lord ain't dealing with those camps, man. Okay, you got ISPK out there showing videos how they're getting ready to fight Esau. Going to gun ranges, shooting ranges. Here he's got some fat fucking niggas that can't even run a mile, but they out there talking about they getting ready for war. To fight Esau, which his blessing was a sword. His blessing is a gun. Look at his fucking military, man. You mean to tell me 20 fat niggas wearing garments gonna be out there taking on a whole Marine Corps? Hell no, man. It'll only take like 2 or 3 of them Marines to kill you, man.
You're gonna fight against dudes that are literally prepared for war. Like these motherfuckers, they have them crawling through blood under barbed wire while they're shooting 50 cal machine guns over their head. And you gonna fight against this guy? I don't think so, man.
Man, Esau's name, Kayan, means spear or killing instrument. You got Edomites that take their children that are like 5 years old to shooting ranges, man. They've been being raised up to kill. Okay? The spirit that's in them is a spirit of murder. The spirit of Cain. So you mean to tell me you gonna train for like 2-3 years and go fight this nigga and take him down? Hell no, man. Okay, you might even know martial arts or some shit, might be a black belt, whatever. What the fuck is that gonna do against a sniper? You gonna be doing some karate shit, this nigga gonna just shoot you.
They gonna catch the bullets out the air.
You know?
He gonna catch it in between his teeth.
Or a drone. The drone just fly by, shoot a rocket, kill your ass, man, while you're doing your backflips and shit. You can't prepare for this guy carnally, man. You gotta just follow the Lord. You gotta wait upon the Lord. Do what the Lord tells you, man. Which is what? go out there on the highways and byways and preach his word. Okay? Go ahead.
Yeah, isn't there a scripture that talks about how Esau is sharpening his sword?
Yeah, I believe that's Isaiah 21.
Isaiah 21.
Either that or Ezekiel 21. Yeah, it says a sword is sharpened. Oh, I got it.
You got it? All right, yeah, just bring it up.
This is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy, and say, Thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished.
Yeah, man. A sword is sharpened and also furbished. So, Isaiah 10 and 5, it says, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. So, Esau is the sword. He says, was it Psalms 17 and 13, where it says, deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword. So Esau is the Lord's sword, man. And he said his sword is being sharpened. That's why you see him doing all these military drills. That's why you see them upgrading all their weapons. That's why Trump is spending trillions of dollars on the military, man. That's why they got all these different paid mercenaries that are preparing for Jacob's trouble. All right, just like you were telling me, you have fucking commandos parachuting on top of buildings in Chicago, man.
Yeah, which it would make sense. There's a lot of shows that talk about martial law being implemented in crazy major cities like Chicago, man. Because what you got in Chicago is hella niggas with guns, man. And they don't got your regular, what do you call it, deuce. They ain't got no fucking, what do you call it?
They don't got no fucking California standard 10-round clip.
No, but they ain't got no bolt-action rifles. A bolt-action rifle is the one you gotta pull back, cock and reload every time you shoot. No, they got fully automatic military-grade weapons out there, man. You see videos where niggas playing with grenade launchers, man. RPGs, if you will. You know? With big ass fucking choppers, what they call them. Military-grade assault rifles, man. Shit you never heard of, man. Niggas playing with... Niggas is out there playing fucking, the Lacking game, man. You ever heard of it?
Yeah.
The Lacking game, where they'll just pull up to their homie, pull out a strap and say, oh nigga, he was lacking. And see if this nigga pull out a gun. That's a fucking game. Showing you they strapped the fuck up out there, man. Okay? Chicago, places like LA. Okay? Places like Las Vegas. Okay? Places like Miami, Florida. Places like San Jose, San Diego. Okay? Fresno. Alright? There's cities where these gangs got a lot of guns, man.
Yeah,
you know?
Fresno's got them bulldogs.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers out there with military helmets, marine helmets and shit. I'm talking about on the video, war caps. You know, this motherfucker got a big ass machine gun in his hand with military outfit. Got bulletproof vest. Got a damn what would you call it? Service helmet. Like he just came out the fucking Marines, which most of them do. A lot of them they go to the military. They come back with military training, smoking cops and shit.
Yeah, but that would be a place where it starts like Chicago. Because really, once it starts, it's gonna spread. Okay, Esau not gonna just set it up in one spot. He gonna have it going off all these major cities, man. Where it's heavily populated by you Jakes, man.
Hold out, okay.
Back to that. I got it. Verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter, Should we then make mirth and contend with the rod of my son as every tree? Yeah, so the Lord is sharpening up Esau, man. Okay, that he make a sore slaughter. And also that spear, man, the glittering spear, okay, which is the missiles, man. Okay, they're sharpening up their skill and upgrading these missiles, man, to use them. So you got Esau with his Jade Helm 15, Jade Helm 14, all these different training, what would you call it? Drills. These other drills, military drills that he's doing, man. That's them sharpening the sword. Okay, you ain't gonna go to war with a dull ass sword. No, you're gonna get it ready, you're gonna sharpen it. Okay, so he's sharpening up himself to make a sore slaughter. The Lord is sharpening him up to make a sore slaughter. Because hey, when Jacob's trouble comes, they're gonna be killing every Jake they see, man. Every Jake they can find that doesn't have the spirit of the Lord ain't protecting, they gonna kill, man. They gonna take you in these camps, man. Okay, and you niggas that's preparing for it, or that are set up by the government to incite these riots, to incite these Edomite killings. Okay, if it ain't of the Lord, you're gonna get judged, man. And even if you are doing it, you know, the Lord gonna do some crazy things to you, man. You know, because hey, the Lord said to wait upon Him, not to be carnal, man. But it is gonna happen to where Jake does come out. It says, and He hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. And who is the slayer? Esau, man. Esau, man. Cry in hell, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh, because it is a trial. And what if the sword contemn even the rod? It shall be no more, saith the Lord Power.
Which takes us back to Isaiah 10 and 5. It says, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil, and to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. So, hey, during the time of Jacob's trouble, the Lord is going to send His furbished sword, which is the so-called white man, the Edomite, to against 2/3 of the nation of Israel to destroy you, man. All right, He said He's going to tread you down like the mire of the streets, man. You get, I got Jeremiah 30 and 5. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. And you got a lot of Jakes that are talking about peace, man. All right, you got a lot of Jakes, a lot of these Christians, a lot of these Baptists that are talking about peace. All right, but the Lord said that there is trembling and fear and not peace. Okay, because there's no peace coming. It tells you in the scriptures there is no peace to the wicked. All right, so this kingdom can't be in peace. All right, there's no peace coming here. This place is going to be destroyed, man. All right,
because the wicked beareth woe, you know. So there is going to be no peace that comes, you know.
It says, ask you now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Yeah, it's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble, man. That sword is going to be loose, swinging to cut heads off, man. And it's not going to be Esau out here like in the ancient world with an actual sword, man. He's going to be out here with his troops, okay, the UN, different military groups, man. Okay, with machine guns, tanks, these different MRAPs, okay? Different military vehicles. You're gonna see helicopters, troops coming down off the helicopters, shooting people up. Okay, because during 9/11, they passed the Patriot Act, which labels all U.S. citizens as possible terrorists. They're gonna be Edomites killing Edomites, man. The government gonna be killing Edomites too. Not just you Jakes, but it was created, or it's gonna happen to take down Jake, 2/3. Okay? The Lord is gonna kill 2/3 of his people. How much more you other nations, man? And that's why it's not wise to be out here acting carnal, man. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 10 and 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
You gotta be harmless as a dove, man. How much? I mean, how much are you gonna be able to pin on somebody that's out here with a Bible in their hand, man? You know, you talk about, oh, these guys are terrorists. They want to rape your wives and kill your children and burn your houses down, and they want to overthrow the government and kill all the white people and put them in slavery. And with what? Well, what are we gonna do all that with, man? I'll tell you what I do, man. I sit at home. I read the Bible. Sometimes I watch TV. I work. You know, I deal with my kids. That's my life. I ain't at some training ground, fucking doing 1,000,000 push-ups and 1,000 pull-ups and running 6 miles with a machine gun in my hand, screaming down with the government, shooting fucking shots off in the air. Ain't nobody under the doctrine of Great Millstone doing any of that stuff. You know, label us as a threat. We ain't doing nothing but standing out here with Bibles in our hands. The so-called worst thing that you could say that we do is we tell Esau that he's going into slavery, he's the devil, and he's going to be destroyed, man. Which Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, our Lord, is going to do that. All right, I ain't planning no damn terrorist attack. So how much you really have to say about guys that just lead regular lives, just come out here on the weekends preaching the Bible, man?
Yeah, it says, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Esau's a wolf, man. 2/3 of our people are wolves. We're sheep. The sheep don't fight against the wolf. Okay? The wolf eats the sheep. So you ain't supposed to be out here acting like a tough guy. There's always a nigga or Esau that's quick to do something crazy, man. What you should be doing is just taking care of business, man. Just taking care of business and minding your own business.
Mind your own business.
Taking care of business, okay?
Well, the scripture says, study to be quiet. You know, that's really how you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be quiet, man.
And it says, be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. You also got to be wise in how you promote yourself in the truth. Okay? You don't want to let everybody know that you're an Israelite, man. Alright? This truth is only for the elect. So you don't want to be going telling every nigga you're an Israelite, or trying to preach the truth to every nigga, even to your family. You don't want to be telling your family about the truth. Why? Because your family is going to be your greatest foes, man. The scriptures tell you that many of your foes are going to be they of your own household, man. You go and tell your mom or your dad or your brother and sister about the truth, and they knock it off, and say they never liked you to begin with. When this deal goes down, a lot of time your family's going to point you out to Esau, man. Okay? Things are going to get crazy out here. People will do desperate things when they ain't ate. Alright? The scriptures tell you that a mother is going to eat her own daughter, or her own son, her own children. That's what's going to happen. Okay? They're going to be looking to make a meal out of you, delivering you up to Esau so they can get a meal.
So Matthew 13 and 53, it says, And it came to pass that when Yahushua had finished these parables, he departed thence. And when he was come...
Oh, yeah, there's more on here. Verse 17, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. So it says to beware of men, man. Because they're going to deliver you up to Esau. They're going to point you out. They're going to say you're preaching lies, hate. Okay, that's why it says to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. You don't want to be walking around your everyday life or at work wearing fringes and whatnot. Try to remain incognito, man, like Superman. Superman didn't want everybody to know you. He was Superman, Clark Kent. You got to be like Clark Kent. Okay, you don't want everybody to know that you're an Israelite. Definitely not your woman. Okay? Because the scripture says that she that is mine enemy. Okay?
Check this out. This is St. John 16 and 1. These things have I spoken unto you that you should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yeah, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth most high service.
Yeah, so they're going to be looking to kill Mary the Lord, thinking that they're going to get brownie points with the Lord. Oh, I see that nigga. Hey, he was always saying he's an Israelite. He go out there every week. I know where that nigga live. He brought me to his house. And they're going to do what? Look to kill you so that they think unto the Lord, they're doing a good service. Okay, which they're not, but they're going to think that because this world is fucking wicked, man. Okay? This world is totally set up against these people. And then, much more the elect, man. The men that are prophesying the downfall of this wicked empire, man. Okay? You know? It says, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. Okay, so when we do get delivered up, we're not going to have to worry about what we're going to have to say. The Lord going to put it in our spirit. He's going to program us to say what we got to say. And you know what? What I was talking about, here it is in the next verse. Verse 21, and the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death.
But you have that stuff going on now too. Even right now you have that stuff going on. Esau gives children free course to call CPS on their parents. You know, they with a word, with one phone call, they can have their parents locked up, man. Same thing. The parents have their children locked up. Even more so when this time comes, man. All right, because you're gonna have brothers in the truth. You're gonna have Esau FBI coming, inquiring where you're at. They say, well, you'll be in good case. They come to you with bribery, man. They'll offer them money. They'll offer them something. You know what I mean? Free microchips for the whole household. Just tell us where this motherfucker's at, man.
And a lot of time, what they do is, if they can't find you, they go to the people that are closest to you. Okay, so they're gonna go hit your mama's house. They're gonna go to the closest people to you. Your mom, okay, your best friend, your wife, your children. Okay? And it says that brother shall deliver a brother. You gonna have niggas that are in the camp go deliver up another brother, man. That's what's gonna happen.
We got this, and this on you. You ain't supposed to be, hey man, we passed this law. Or label you terrorists. Say, look, we'll make a deal with you. Just give us names, give us numbers, locations. Hey, we'll let you go. We'll let you free. You're gonna have dudes that's just gonna be like, hey, he's over there. This guy, this his number. Hey man, he told me one time. This motherfucker, he said some crazy shit one time.
Because nobody knows what Esau's gonna do. Esau's a slick demon, okay? Because brothers got families, man.
Yep.
Esau could go and say, well, I'm gonna do this to your family if you don't tell me where that guy's at. Esau's a damn serpent, man. He gonna somewhat trick another man into betraying, okay, his brother.
You have